tonal shift from the first 3 episodes to the last 3 episodes was unexpected and it was done very well. And it just brought me back to the world that I am in. The camera started out from like a wide shot and it went into a POV shot. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I watched that scene like 5 times. I'm going to add that scene in this video. So you can see that shot. That shot was like brilliant. How the fuck did they think of this? How did they do that shot? And there's some other shots like that. Hey everyone, I have finally finished seeing A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and I have to say that show was a pleasant surprise. I want to give like a very, very short review. I did not really get into it immediately. The first 3 episodes, they were not bad, but it was like I was waiting for something to happen. It was like the plot had not yet set in, the main plot of the story had not yet happened. So it was just like world building for the first 3 episodes. I was just enjoying the show, enjoying the ride. It did not really catch me. But man, when episode 4 came, I was like, okay, this shit's about to get crazy. And the characters in this show, man, I mean, the main characters, Egg and Dunk, they're not so interesting. I mean, Egg is a more interesting character than Dunk, but Dunk is just like, it's like Ned Stark. Not really like Ned Stark, but you know what I'm trying to say. He's just an honorable guy that wants to do the right thing, boring. But the other characters, the side characters, there's some side characters in this show that really, really made this show feel much more exciting for me. There is a character called Maker. For the first few episodes, I thought he was one way. But then in the last episode, there was something they did with him that just made the guy so much more sympathetic. And I was like, how are you able to make this character so much sympathetic in just one episode? Like what they did with that character was so so good. There are some other characters in that show that are just so well written and just make you get so much into the show. Another thing I like about the show was the use of music and the way they choose to use the theme songs that they use. I mean, it's a Game of Thrones based show, so you'll be expecting the use of the Game of Thrones sound, but they don't use it until one particular moment. There's a time where they teased it and they just like they did a lot of things. That's why I thought this show was a comedy. They did a lot of things with this with the music that made it feel like, are you guys fucking with me? I mean, I loved what they were doing with it. It was so refreshing. And by the time they played the main Game of Thrones song, like they've been saving it. And when they finally played it, I was like, yo, let's fucking go. And the dialogue, whoa, I was not expecting much of this dialogue because, I mean, they don't have like characters that deep in this show. There are some characters that have great lines, but I was not expecting the dialogue to be as good as this. There's a particular scene with Egg. Egg said something about a prostitute that he made a song about. I don't want to give spoilers if you've not seen that scene. Like there was so much depth to that thought, and I was like, wow, I didn't expect to get this kind of dialogue from this show. And this show just surprised me. One of the things that I wasn't so crazy about is the length, because after every episode, I found myself longing for more. But a friend once told me that any work of art that is so short that makes you long for more, it is the perfect length.